at Arena on the H&R Pioneer Model 765. My dad bought this when he was about 16 or 17. It's the nearest I can figure. He had them in 17 because the first year this was produced was 1948, and he was born in 1932. So doing the math, that puts him at 17 at the earliest he could have bought this, and 1948 is the earliest that he could have bought this. Walked into a hardware store with $12 in his pocket and no parents, and walked out with this. Hid it at his best buddy's house, and they would go out to the town dump in Denison, Ohio in the evenings and shoot rats. The cool part is he thought he was being clever and his parents didn't know about it. So one weekend they were heading off to the grandparents for a big family reunion thing, and swung over to his best buddy's house to pick him up to go with, and his dad looked at my dad. His dad looked at him and said, "Hey, why don't you boys bring your rifles?" And that's when he found out the cat was out of the bag. Okay, I'm going to put my ears back on. Arena's taking some more shots. Where did I put my ears? Here we are. Mugu. And we've got an extractor issue with this, so we might have to just tip it upside down, honey. There you go. Okay. So yeah, we tried to figure out how to remove the extractor spring so that I can maybe strengthen the extraction. There's a new extractor in it. But for now, we just have to dig them out. And she's doing a pretty good job with open sights, considering we've only been out shooting a couple times last year, and it was her first time ever. She's using the Caldwell Field Pod. And we're going to just let her keep on having fun. I'm going to get her a proper bolt action rifle here pretty soon, because she's just not physically strong enough to pull back the charging lever on like a Model 60. Speaking of models, this is a Glenfield Model 20. This is the one with the beaver on the stock. It's got a Barska 3-9 by I think 32, might be a 30 scope on it. Shoots pretty good. I'm getting decent groups. I ran some Aguila Super Extra first, and then I put some Remington Thunderbolt through it. Same stuff as that. Now I'm going to run some CCI Standard Velocity, which is what's loaded in there right now. This gun actually shoots pretty good. The trigger, horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, it takes a real strong finger to squeeze a shot off. I couldn't find a Bic pen with the short enough spring in it, so I wound up just cutting a coil and a half off of the trigger spring, and it's lightened up, so it's gone from horrible to crappy. So I'm going to see if I can't throw in some groups with the CCI Standard Velocity, and we'll see what we can do, but I'll be back later. Just another day at the range. Well, we're going to wrap it up for the day. This was Arena going through about 100 rounds of, I think it's Remington HV match, I think it was. So not bad, open sights. She did a pretty good job, considering she is not a shooter. Sorry about the shaky hands there. On the other hand, I'm doing okay, but I've done better. This was with the Model 60, 1, 2, 3 shot group. This one was from the sighting in. Model 60 with a Simmons 3-9 by 32 mil dot, or mil radian scope. That was my best group. I ran about 6, 7, 8, 9 or more shots to get zeroed, and that's what we came up with. Then I switched over to the Model 60. This was with Aguila Super Extra. This is, here we are, I moved over to the Model 20. That's, I think, my best group of the day so far. There's Aguila, the Model 20, Glenfield Model 20, Aguila Super Extra. And again, these are some getting zeroed in, because I want to zero for the Aguila. And that's not a bad group there, maybe half inch, maybe a little more. Then I moved over to the Remington Thunderbolts. And I think that's part of the 3-shot group there, so not great, but not bad. And then I moved over to the CCI standard velocity. That's not a bad group right there. That might rival the Aguila group down below. That was my first group. That was the second group. That was my point of aim. So I might zero for the standard velocity if I want to go shooting squirrels. This is my second group with Winchester Super X, and I have to say I'm not terribly impressed. Again, sir, there it is. Not really impressed. I could definitely do better, but maybe it's the ammo. The trigger on that Model 20 needs to be lightened up a lot more. I'm going to try cutting another coil off the trigger spring and see if I can't get where I want it. But I've got to get that lightened up. It's just so freaking heavy. But anyway, we had a fun time shooting. Just had our three rifles out. There's Mama with the H&R Pioneer 675, 560, 570, I don't know, something 5, 675, 675 I think it was. Anyway, I got it on film earlier. Glenfield Model 60 and the other 4 Glenfield Model 20. It's my first bolt action that I bought for myself, and it's the second of the 3 critter guns that Glenfield made. The next one to get is a Model 30, which is a 30-30 and has the deer on the stock. Model 60 has the squirrel, Model 20 has the beaver, the Model 30 has the deer. That'll be some other time. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later. Bye.